You think Beerus will take measures into his own hands to start training in order for him to stay a step above Goku and Vegeta, seeing as they're slowly closing the gap between their power and his? And Jake essentially says that he believes that Lord Beerus has become a little bit paranoid and that he's a little jealous of Goku and Vegeta because of their improvements that they're making. He also provides some good points that Beerus does not completely aware of what exactly Whis' intentions are with training Goku and Vegeta, and in essence all this stuff can kind of make him paranoid. If he feels they're getting much closer to his power level, he may have some sort of motivation to train in order to keep this vision. Remember that from seeing the Super Saiyan God, keeping that whole vision of him being defeated even by his adversary or rival or whatever, to actually overthrowing him. So some good information. And Jake, I gotta say, my personal opinions based off of what you provided is, yes, I understand what you're saying in regards to Beerus. I think becoming a little bit paranoid, jealous of Goku and Vegeta, maybe because they're mortals. I think if they were deities, it'd probably be a little different, but because they're mortals and they are extremely powerful as mortals, I can see where you would say there's some sort of jealousy in there. But I personally think it's a very little percentage of jealousy. I don't think it's as significant as it may look via the anime. Personally speaking, as much as we know Goku and Vegeta are getting stronger, I always keep telling people we still do not know how powerful Beerus is. Yes, he showed quote unquote a sign of weakness, or not a sign of weakness, but a sign of worry during the Universe 6, Universe 7 tournament when Goku used Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Even still, I don't think it was enough to rattle him. Now here in the Tournament of Power, Goku taps into Ultra Instinct. We can tell they're slowly building steps to showing Beerus becoming a little bit more worried every time Goku gets a new sense of power. I don't think Beerus is necessarily jealous of Goku's improvement. I think he may just be worried for his own ego that he may actually be defeated or overcome with power by a mortal, hence Goku or Vegeta. And it's still kind of a difficult question to really assess, because you look at the relationship between Belmod and Jiren from Universe 11. Belmod praises Jiren as if Jiren himself is a god of destruction, and Belmod is not. Their relationship is very interesting, and Belmod admits he knowingly knows Jiren is stronger than him. To me, it all depends on the relationship between the god and their mortal, which in essence can create some sort of tension, paranoia, jealousy, like you mentioned, Jake, and other things. So when it comes to Beerus and Goku, I generally think he's grown to respect Goku. So I think, like I said, jealousy is going to be a very small percentage of his worry. I just think as far as his ego as a god of destruction is concerned, and as a god of destruction that likes to fight compared to the others, I think it's just more so him worrying about being defeated. Who knows what type of frenzy or rage that would set him into, because when's the last time Beerus has actually been defeated if it wasn't by his instructor Whis himself? I don't think we know, and I don't think he said or if it's even happened at any point in time. So just imagine you're a god of destruction. You are a deity that's been alive for millions of years, and the thought of this mortal who is not a deity is closing the gap between his power level and yours, and maybe one day has the chance to go toe to toe with you and actually surpass you in power. That's got to be a pretty big ego hit to anybody, unless your personality is different. In the case of Belmod, which it's completely obvious Jiren is stronger than him, and he likes Jiren, and he accepts the fact that that's the case. Most importantly, he doesn't have to worry about anything because he knows he's strong. He knows Jiren is stronger than him. Universe 11 technically is on complete lock, so there's no worry. Hence why I think the relationship between Belmod and Jiren is pretty strong and powerful, and Belmod has so much confidence in Jiren. Could we see the same thing evolve with Goku and Beerus? There's a possibility, but like I said, Beerus actually likes to fight. We don't see much of that from the other gods of destructions besides the small beginning trial stages in the ritual of the Tournament of Power when those three gods of destructions actually fought, which was still awesome. Besides that, we don't see any of that fighting edge and ambition from other gods of destruction that we know of from other universes. So all in all, hopefully I didn't overwhelm you guys with a lot of information, but if you kind of know what I'm saying, hopefully you've still been keeping up. Long story short, I think Beerus is just worried about actually being defeated by a mortal more so than anything else. Clearly, if he really had an issue with Goku and Vegeta closing the gap between between their power levels and his, he would instruct Whis to stop. And technically speaking, Whis is going to have to listen to him if that's really what the God of Destruction wants. And boom, there you go. No more God training for Goku and Vegeta. Clearly, he's not that worried about it in an essence that he doesn't want them to train. But like I said, I think it's just the thought of them beating him perhaps one day or being as strong as him that may worry him. And I think that might be a little bit of a normal response considering his situation and considering it's been so long since he's had a legitimate rival test him to the point where Goku has certainly, Vegeta did for a very, very short period of time. And seeing both of these mortal Saiyans closing the gap, I think is making that worry about being defeated that much bigger. That's what I'm going to narrow it down to at the end of the day. I could be entirely wrong, but just based off of the information, based off of watching Dragon Ball Super and analyzing this myself over and over and over again, that's what I truly think it is. And I don't see it coming down to anything that's going to be a really, really bad or severe situation like it was in Battle of Gods, where Beerus actually would have destroyed planet Earth. I don't see that happening anymore, but like I said, it might just be a pride and an ego thing to me with Beerus over anything else. That's just my thoughts. You guys let me know yours in the comment section below.